What's happening, people? It's your boy Big Uggs, and welcome back to the Voice of the Tune. Today we're talking Fulham. Newcastle United travel to Craven Cottage in the FA Cup fourth round. We're back after having a week off. Obviously, our last game was against Man City, and last weekend we didn't have a game, so well and rested in this period. So there should be no excuses for fatigue, etc. So a lot of the news surrounding Newcastle United has been transfers, and it's been about outgoings and not ingoings. So we've got to put all that behind us tomorrow, and we've got a tough game against Fulham because Fulham are looking to sort of get their season back on track. They got knocked out of the Carabao Cup during the week at Liverpool, to Liverpool, and they're in some sort of, I wouldn't say crisis, but they're going through a tough spell. Apparently the fans are protesting the game tomorrow, so we need to capitalise on that. So yeah, man. Obviously, in the fourth round and third round, we beat Sunderland 3-0. So, for us, this FA Cup, in my opinion, is the only hope to save our season. Obviously, knocked out in the Champions League at the group stage, and the League Cup, we sort of fell short against Chelsea in the quarterfinals. So the FA Cup for me is one that I'm looking to progress in. This is the only competition that's not the Premier League that we're in. So, why can't we go for it? And so, for the game tomorrow, I'm expecting Eddie Howe to have galvanised the side and getting them ready, prepared for this game, and and we know really truly what to expect. I expect a strong side because, like I said, we've not played in a while, but we did have a game on Tuesday, so you'd have one eye on that. But getting some game time for the game on Tuesday wouldn't do anyone any harm. So obviously we had a difficult end to the year, and this year I think we've obviously played Liverpool and Man City, but decent performances in those games. The Man City game, we were unlucky to not win that, and obviously winning against Sunderland. So tomorrow for me is, I just want to see us back to our best. For me, this is an opportunity to kickstart our season again. Just to get it going, because it's been up and down on and off the pitch as well. So I think if we can get through into the fifth round, because our record in the FA Cup has been bad. I think other than the 2019 to 2020 season where we lost to Man City in the quarterfinal, the last time we reached further in the fourth round was in 2005 to 2006. So it's been always fourth round, third round, fourth round, third round, knockout. So I want us to change that narrative, because you never know. Obviously, if we get a kind draw in the fifth round, and you're very close to a trip to Wembley in the semis. So that's what the FA Cup is, and the FA Cup is the oldest competition in the world, and is one that all the big sides want to win. This isn't like the Carabao Cup where you'd see rotation here and there, but obviously there'll still be rotation. But all the big sides want to win this, and I think for us it's a good opportunity for some silverware, it being the only competition that we're in. So I'm expecting an energized or a performance full of energy. I'm expecting a point to be proven as well, and I'm expecting sort of a performance that's going to silence the noise off the pitch. Like I said, there's been a lot of transfer news, and that might sort of maybe upset the balance of the side. People don't know if they're going or if they're staying. But I feel like tomorrow's game is an opportunity just to quieten some noise surrounding Newcastle United. So I'm looking forward to it. I'll be at the game. I'll be at Craven Cottage. I'll be in the way end as usual, supporting the boys. So I think it's a 7 p.m. kickoff, innit? So, and it's going to be live on ITV. So yeah, I'll be there, man. And I think Eddie Howe has to put out a strong team. There's no reason why we should be resting players. They've had enough rest. Bar the ones who are injured, I believe he should play the strongest team as possible. So that for me will be in goal Dubravka. Kieran Trippier for me still plays, and I'm glad that Bayern Munich have cooled their interest on him. Kieran Trippier should play. I'll play. Do you know what? I'm always a bit tentative about Botman, because I don't want to play him too much. So in that sense, I'd play Lascelles, even though there's some talk about him, which I'll get onto in a bit. But Lascelles, there's some talk about him leaving the club. I'll play him with Fabian Schär and left back Dan Burn. And then in the middle, Bruno G. He's key to us, and the midfield for me is a concern, man, because we're very light in that area. very light in that area with injuries. Joelinton now probably played his last game, Eddie Howe says in his press conference this morning. Obviously, he's got 18 months left on his deal. In the summer, it'll be 12 months left. And you barely see clubs letting players run down their contracts because, it gives them too much power and we could lose them on the free. So it looks like we might have to cash in on Big Joe. So, and also we've got Willock out. Anderson's not featuring much injury. So and obviously the ban to Tonali. So it's looking like long stuff again with Lewis Miley. But we need reinforcements in the midfield. We needed it even when we signed Tonali. I believe we needed one more. Now we've lost him. We've got injuries to Willock, injuries to Big Joe. Yeah, it's tough. So that's the midfield I'll do. And at wide, Anthony Gordon for me, he's been our star guy this season. Almiron out on the right and up top Killerman Isak. So I'll go for a strong side because obviously Fulham are a good side, a side full of quality. We know what they're about. Our last visit at Craven Cottage, we battered them anyway. So, and we're beating them in early on this season at home, and also we done the double on them last season. So our record against Fulham is quite good. So that's why I'm going into this game with confidence. But the only thing about this game is like I was saying, is about the transfers. And Eddie Howe did speak about the transfers in his press conference this morning. And I don't know, I get a sense of uncertainty, but he says this about Trippier. He says we hope he'll stay and confident he will. He's never asked to leave or never questioned his future. He's always been committed. So, obviously Bayern Munich have called their interest, but it doesn't stop another massive European side from coming in and trying to get our captain. So hopefully he stays. It's just not a certainty. Callum Wilson, Eddie Howe, he says he's 100% committed to Newcastle United. We want 2 fit strikers and want to keep him. But for me, is he ever fit though? Like he's never fit, or he's fit, but he's never consistently fit, and that's my issue with Wilson. I like him as a striker. I think he's a top striker, but I believe if we can cash in 20 million for him, that's what we bought him for. That will give us 20 million to add to, let's say, another sort of 10 million or 20 million again to get like a 40 million striker, and that person who's got a good injury record, can battle it out with Isak because Isak needs help. But on Wilson, he says, but obviously some things are out of my control. So that one is a sort of watch my space sort of thing. And then you got Almiron, he's linked with Saudi Arabia. Apparently, I saw some things on Twitter where he's like in the medical room or walking into the Newcastle United's medical room. So who knows what that could be. Hopefully he's not. To be fair, again, like this window is not about players leaving. I feel like that should be in the summer. I'm open to guys leaving because we need to evolve. We need to move players on. A lot of these guys have been there for years and since the pre-takeover. So it's time that we get some money from these players because we don't want to be in a position where we're going to lose them for free, and we can't be too emotional with it in terms of sticking with the players because players have to move on. So Almiron, for me, I'm open to him moving on. If we sell him this window, then we have to replace him. Simple as that, but with better quality. If we can't do that, then just keep him until the summer. But Eddie Howe says he's desperate to keep him, and that there's been some noise that's come from somewhere, obviously, but that's come from Saudi, and hopefully we can keep him. And like I said, with Lascelles, he's linked with a move to Turkey. The club captain, Eddie Howe, says he's a big part of what we do, so he wants him to stay. So Eddie Howe wants to keep the squad together for now, and I think that's the right thing to do. I don't like too many outgoings in January. I believe that should happen in the summer, like I said. So so that's the transfer news. There's no latest injury news. I believe Harvey Barnes is close. Jacob Murphy could feature in the squad in tomorrow's game. Callum Wilson, who knows with him, man. Eddie Howe did say he hopes that he's fit towards the end of the month. So hopefully he's picked up his fitness and he could feature at some point. But yeah, so the game tomorrow, I'm like I said, I'll be at the game. I'm looking forward to it. I'll be linking up with the Mandem pre-game. And I'm going to predict a win. I always predict a win. I do believe we can beat Fulham. Like I say, we've got a good record against them. So a win for me, I'll go 2-1 Newcastle United win. I'm going to go Anthony Gordon and Isak to score. Again, Isak, he scored 2, I believe, against Sunderland. So I believe he's going to continue his fine form in the FA Cup this season. So 2-1 Newcastle United win. Come on, boys. It's your boy Big Augs. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and to subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. I'm out.